Have you ever felt like you were made for more than just applying for jobs, waiting for callbacks, and settling for whatever comes your way? Deep inside, you know you're not ordinary, you're chosen. But what if chasing jobs is actually slowing you down from the purpose Allah created you for? In this video, we're flipping the script. We'll explore a powerful, Quranic mindset that shifts you from dependency to divine direction. Islam doesn't just teach you how to survive, it teaches you how to thrive with purpose, value, and freedom. The truth is, rizq doesn't come from the job you get, it comes from the one who controls the heavens and the earth. And when you walk his path with trust, intention, and service, you don't chase jobs, opportunities chase you. If you feel like Allah is calling you to something higher, this message is exactly what you need. 1. Rizq is from Allah, not from jobs. In Islam, rizq provision is a divine promise, not something that depends on your employer, your degree, or the economy. Allah, Jalla Jalaluhu, says in the Quran, "And there is no creature on earth but that upon Allah is its provision." Surah Hud 11:6. This means that even before we are born, our sustenance is already written. Jobs are simply means, not the source. The danger lies in mistaking the job as the provider rather than recognizing it as a channel through which Allah delivers what is already destined. This mindset causes people to panic during unemployment or rely too heavily on worldly systems, forgetting that their ultimate provider is above all systems. This doesn't mean you sit back and wait, it means you work with the heart grounded in Tawheed, knowing Allah provides through different paths. Some may find their rizq through business, creativity, freelancing, or service, not just formal employment. Shifting this mindset transforms how you respond to rejection, failure, or change. You stop chasing approval from people and start seeking barakah from Allah. When you internalize that jobs don't control your provision, you open yourself up to the many other ways Allah can bless you. 2. Tawakkul, reliance on Allah. Tawakkul is not passive hope, it is active trust in Allah combined with sincere effort. It means doing your part, while fully believing that the outcome rests in Allah's hands. In the Islamic worldview, success doesn't come solely from planning or hard work, it comes from aligning your actions with trust in the one who controls all outcomes. The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, lived this perfectly. Before every battle, he strategized and prepared, yet his heart was never attached to the plan, only to Allah. He taught us that while action is required, results are not in our control. Many people exhaust themselves trying to force results, forgetting that peace comes when we surrender the outcome to Allah with full trust. Tawakkul brings freedom. You stop fearing loss, rejection, or delays, because you know Allah is managing your affairs better than you ever could. It also empowers you to take bold steps, start a business, pursue meaningful work, or say no to jobs that compromise your values. Why? Because you trust Allah to sustain you even when the path is uncertain. True tawakkul shifts your focus from what's in your hands to who holds your future. And that shift changes everything. 3. Prophetic mindset on provision. The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, gave us a powerful analogy to understand true reliance on Allah. He said, if you truly relied on Allah as He deserves, He would provide for you as He provides for the birds. They leave their nests hungry in the morning and return full in the evening. Tirmidhi. This hadith isn't just poetic, it's deeply practical. Birds don't sit still, waiting for food to fall from the sky. They wake up early, take action, fly out with nothing guaranteed, and return with what Allah has written for them. Their trust is complete, but their effort is also constant. This balance between movement and trust is the essence of a prophetic mindset. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is showing us that provision comes through movement, not anxiety. You don't need to have every detail figured out before stepping forward. When your intention is pure and your trust is firm, Allah opens doors you didn't know existed. This mindset removes fear from the heart. You stop being paralyzed by uncertainty or overwhelmed by competition. Instead, you begin your day with purpose, like the bird, knowing Allah sees your effort and will never let it go to waste. That is the beauty of prophetic tawakkul. 4. Focus on value and service. Islam teaches us that the best among people are those who benefit others. Instead of obsessing over job titles or salary packages, a believer should ask, how can I serve? When your goal shifts from personal gain to providing real value, you naturally attract opportunities, trust, and provision. Look at the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Before receiving revelation, he was known as Al-Amin, the trustworthy. Why? Because he served people honestly, solved their problems, and brought peace to their disputes. His value to society was rooted in character, not credentials. That's the Sunnah mindset. Be someone whose presence brings solutions. In today's world, people chase jobs without asking what they actually offer. But the truth is, the market rewards those who solve problems, serve sincerely, and uplift others. Whether you teach, create, design, or build, if your work brings ease, benefit, or hope to others, it becomes a source of risk and reward. Service also purifies intentions. When you work for the sake of Allah and the betterment of His creation, your work transforms into worship. Barakah enters your income, and hearts begin to trust you. So stop chasing positions. Start adding value. The one who serves with sincerity never goes unnoticed by Allah. 5. Develop skills and purpose. Islam encourages excellence, ihsan, in everything we do. If you want to thrive without relying solely on jobs, you must invest in building skills that serve both your purpose and the needs of others. Skills are tools that Allah can use to bring you rizq, influence, and impact. The more you sharpen them, the more doors Allah can open through them. Many Muslims feel stuck waiting for the perfect opportunity, without realizing that opportunity often follows preparation. Look at Yusuf a.s. Before he was appointed to a position of power, he had already proven his skill in leadership, planning, and interpreting dreams. His purpose was clear, to save a nation, and his skills matched that divine purpose. In our time, whether it's communication, design, business, teaching, or healing, developing a skill with sincere intention becomes a means of fulfilling your higher calling. Skills give you flexibility and independence. They allow you to create income streams that are halal, purposeful, and impactful. Purpose gives your work direction. Skills give it strength. When the two combine, you become unstoppable, not because of your effort alone, but because you're aligning your ability with Allah's plan. Don't wait for opportunity. Grow into it through skill and purpose. 6. Create opportunities, don't chase them. In a world where most people are running after job openings, Islam teaches us to rise above the crowd by becoming creators of value, not just seekers of it. Chasing jobs often leads to dependency, limitations, and burnout. But when you shift your mindset to creating, whether it's starting a business, launching a project, or building a platform, you step into a space of leadership and independence. The Prophet, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, didn't wait for systems to accept him. He brought change through his own mission, with Allah as his guide. Likewise, many companions were merchants, traders, or craftsmen, individuals who created their own means through honesty, skill, and initiative. They weren't waiting for someone to hire them, they built their way forward. Creating opportunities isn't about wealth alone. It's about offering solutions, generating halal income, and freeing yourself from being controlled by uncertain markets. You also uplift others by providing jobs, services, or products that benefit society. This mindset requires courage, but when rooted in trust in Allah, it leads to barakah-filled results. Instead of asking, "Who will give me a chance?" ask, "What can I build for the sake of Allah?" Be the one who creates, because leaders don't wait. They act. 7. Rizq chases those with trust and action. Rizq is not something we desperately chase. It's something that finds the believer who combines strong tawakkul with consistent effort. When your heart is firmly anchored in trust in Allah, and your hands are actively working with excellence, provision begins to flow in unexpected and miraculous ways. Allah loves those who take action while trusting Him completely. This powerful combination attracts barakah, a divine increase in both quality and quantity. Even if your efforts seem small, Allah can multiply their impact. When you align your efforts with sincerity, halal intention, and trust, you'll see doors open that you never even knocked on. We often hear stories of people who left high-paying jobs to pursue something more meaningful, and they ended up more fulfilled, more successful, and more at peace. Why? Because rizq doesn't just follow logic. It follows divine wisdom. A believer doesn't stress over timing, rejections, or delays. They do their best, leave the results to Allah, and move forward with peace. If you're walking on the path of purpose, with trust in your heart and effort in your actions, risk won't just come, it will chase you, just as promised in the words of the Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. You weren't created to simply survive the system, you were chosen to rise above it. When you stop chasing jobs and start living with purpose, skills, and sincere trust in Allah, doors open in ways you never imagined. Remember, your risk is written, but your effort and mindset determine how you receive it. So take that step, serve, create, trust, and let your journey reflect true Islamic excellence. If this message inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Ascend Deen, where we explore powerful mindsets rooted in Quran and Sunnah to help you live a purposeful Muslim life.